For the women, they stay undefeated yesterday in Gainesville, and now 20-0 on the season. And how about this record for Kim Mulkey? This is a pretty special record, man. I don't care what league, what level, where you play, what sport you're in. You go 20 years where you get 20-plus wins every single season. To me, sports is about consistency and how you can manage it, right? Like, I mean, if you've been a team that's consistently bad, can somebody come in and turn that thing around and make you a winner? If you are good, can you stay consistently good for solid for a consistent length of time? Which is why we respect dynasties in sports, right? The Patriots, the Bulls, the Spurs, the Lakers, the teams that have done it for a extended stretch over a length of time. The Chiefs.
Oh,
yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah, right. We'll get there.
It's unbelievable.
I don't want to say it.
Okay.
But
Taylor Swift.
Consistency, right? I mean, consistency is the mark that a lot of people use in sports to tell successful stories. I mean, if you did things well consistently for an extended amount of time, you're celebrated as one of the greats in sports. And Kim Mulkey is one of the best to ever do it in any sport, but in women's college basketball is at the mountaintop, is on the Mount Rushmore of it because of a lot of things she's done, not only as a player, as a coach, but when you start breaking down the numbers and you look and see 20 straight years of 20-plus wins, like that is, I mean, that is, okay, coaching matters, right? Like, I mean, you see what happened to the Baylor program when they took her away from it, right? I mean, it fell off a cliff there. I hadn't heard a lot about Baylor women's basketball since Kim Mulkey left. And I wasn't specifically looking for Baylor basketball when Kim Mulkey was there. But I didn't have to go too far to find it. And it wasn't because of her personality. It was because her teams were consistently winning. And now in year 3 to have, is it 3? Yeah, year 3? Or is this 4? This is 4? Mulkey.
4.
This is 4.
This will be her 4th year because this will be
year.
going into.
Like this is going to be.
They were all
Jay
hired
Johnson's
at the same
4
time.
year?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Brian
the math
Kelly's
I was
coming
doing.
up on 4.
Year. Judge me on year 3.
Absolutely.
Judge Kim Mulkey on year 1.
But Mulkey, 20 straight wins here in year 4 for the Tigers as they beat Florida yesterday, 80-63. They get back on the road in an enormous regular season game on Thursday as they travel to take on number 2 South Carolina. LSU will be matched up against the defending national champs. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off Thursday night. That'll be on ESPN. Anissa Morrow yesterday, again with a double-double, 20 and 10 yesterday. That was her 10th straight double-double, 92nd of her career. We're watching greatness with Morrow. Get the tickets. Make sure and get out and watch her. Bring the kids. Let people know. I mean, you are watching greatness with Anissa Morrow. I mean, she has accomplished enough already to be in the Naismith Hall of Fame for what she's accomplished in college basketball alone. She'll probably go on to be a very successful pro and do incredible things that really, just hammers home her Hall of Fame status. But make no mistake about it, Anissa Morrow is going to the Hall of Fame. And she still has 25 games left at LSU. So get out and watch her play, if for nothing else, just to check out history. But this team is really good, obviously. To be 20-0 in the league, they're 5-0 in the league. They beat Florida yesterday. They got an enormous matchup. You'll learn a lot about LSU on Thursday night, right? I mean, it's not going to tell you the entire story, but you'll find out at the 20-win mark at, right around this early season mile marker of SEC play, where you are. I mean, people are kind of slow to give LSU respect right now. Right? There's a little bit of, let me watch myself. Let me temper myself before I buy. Some buyer awareness on LSU. We'll find out the full story. We'll find out, a lot of the story about the team on Thursday. So, huge win yesterday. Nice win yesterday for LSU. Michaela had 22 yesterday. That was a game high for the Tigers. They need her on Thursday night. She needs to be Michaela Williams, talking about the talented offensive scorer sophomore for LSU.
And the odds have finally shifted. It took, like you said, people have been slow to LSU women's basketball for a national championship future. You had it at plus 2,000 for the majority of the year, just finally down to plus 1,200. So I've been harping on it. If you wanted to grab it sooner rather than later. And now it's finally, you lost $800 worth of value there. But still, plus 1,200. I mean, you have South Carolina at plus 290 and LSU at plus 1,200. And you'll see, so I would still grab it again if you can, because if LSU beats South Carolina, that will go down dramatically.
Yeah.
And LSU has the ability to beat South Carolina. It just feels like, whether it be a Kim Mulkey effect, they don't want to give LSU credit for being as good as they are, and they're undeniable. Like what Kim Mulkey does, how she's able to win. They're just undefeated. No big deal.
Right.
Went to Tennessee, won. It's funny how they are kind of perceived nationally, because you almost don't want to talk about it like it's something that, like it's a dirty little secret about LSU women's basketball, because Kim Mulkey came to here and immediately started to win. It's like, well, I don't know what it is. We don't like her. And the national media.
It's political.
It's so bizarre. I'll take it.
That's what it is.
If you would have given me plus 2,000.
ESPN has proven to be on
the other side of this.
In a world of liberal media, ESPN has proven time and time again that they are the extreme of that. And I'm not getting into it, but the Mulkey pushback is, it's nothing but political. They call her MAGA Mulkey.
Yeah.
What else do you need to know? And I'm not getting into the politics. I'm just
Big day for her today.
I'm just looking at the numbers, right? 20 plus wins of 20 straight seasons. I could give a damn who she votes for, whatever sport she's in. That's incredible.
She could coach the baseball team,
right?
The men's basketball team.
We will get our first look at Joyce Edwards on Thursday night, and up close. Edwards is the talented freshman for South Carolina, and South Carolina just beat the absolute hell out of Oklahoma over the weekend. They beat them 101-60. Edwards logged 23 minutes. In 23 minutes, she scored 17 points. She is electric. She's the freshman, or she was the recruit last year that Mulkey was videoed going down the interstate and in the convertible with, when they picked her up on, I believe it was the Bama weekend, or a big football weekend. Who they had her in town, and Mulkey was riding around town in the convertible and had Joyce Edwards sitting in the front seat with her, and it seemed like Edwards, really did like LSU. She's from Columbia, South Carolina. So, it was, going to be tough to pull her away from home. And now she is, she's showing why she is a star-studded recruit like she was, and, what looks to be the best freshman in the league and one of the best freshmen in America. LSU will see her up close on Thursday night. Looking forward to watching that one.